I can't explain it because it's actually kind of cute to look at.
What was I?
Rick, stop it, please.
This guy who seems like they just started Club Penguin went up and said, "I am the director of the EPF. Everyone listen to me."
What is the EPF?
Oh, look at that. Who knows?
Okay, so it depends if the chat wants to hear this.
Well, I'm pretty sure the chat doesn't care at this point.
They're just doing whatever.
Yeah, the chat's
So,
doing whatever. There's only 28
basically, the PSA was basically the CIA of Club Penguin. They're like, we just solve stuff, and then this polar bear came in. He was basically the Al-Qaeda, Herbert, who was all like, gonna melt your island, it's too cold over here. And then, I don't know what happened, but he pulled off a 9/11 on all of us. Exploded. Yeah, he exploded a popcorn bomb in the PSA headquarters. I remember playing that mission. I was like, holy shit. He did not.
When did you play Club Penguin?
I'm playing Club Penguin right now.
Oh, okay, so you're still playing.
No, I go on there.
So long that my account got deleted,
So basically,
yeah, I don't know. I messaged them. It's like, yeah, I was inactive too long, so yeah.
So basically, like it like took like 1 or 2 years of reconstruction, and then they brought in the EPF, the Elite Penguin Force from the DS games, Dedinsky. Remember those?
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember I was all like, oh shit, the EPF. I remember that. I remember the old headquarters.
EPF, EPF, EPF. I'm sorry, did they want this reference?
Not quite.
Proton John, by the way, guys. No.
Yeah, I get it. Just like when they was that Luigi or New Super Mario Bros. U when they just chanted everything?
That was Mario U because Josh was with them.
Oh, true,
and Josh
right.
was the one that started stuff like, you messed up, you messed up, or you're a jerk, you're a jerk.
Okay,
And
so
the video.
and then the EPF was basically became
Guys, I almost said I was a Totally son. You messed up, you messed up, you messed up. And then in the background, NCS is like, take a dump in the bathroom.
So basically the EPF stopped being like the FBI and is now the CIA, and it's all like focused on trying to stop this polar bear from blowing up the whole island. And then what else happened? There were dragons were involved.
Mirrors can't talk. Luckily for you, they can't laugh either.
Give other people better.
I'll unmute guitar guy, I guess.
I did. No offense to you, I'm just trying to hear the other guys better.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess it's... yeah, he's gonna background WoW, but... I guess people playing WoW aren't paying attention to us talking. There's more the guitar, but I'm trying to pay attention to people I'm talking to.
Tryhard, the black guy is under repairs. Tryhard.
We should totally be like
what's
the
under
Twitch
repairs?
multiplayers or something. Be like the TPP multiplayers club or something where we play in open mic sessions. And for Twitch Plays Pokemon, we play Twitch Plays Pokemon Bear and we play multi-games. And we put it on YouTube or something. I don't know. Totally do that.
For a while we played Cards Against Humanity. I guess we stopped doing that because there weren't as many people around. Because some people just have to stop showing up.
Okay, do you guys want to hear something ridiculously funny?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was over at my cousin's house tonight for like a birthday thing for my younger cousin, and they just got a Wii and whatnot. So of course, because I'm on something with code hoarder, I grabbed a lot of the codes. But I noticed they got a Wii, like, you know how like a lot of the advertising is like some people mix up Wii U with Wii? They bought like 3 Wii U games for their Wii, and and I was just like laughing so hard. Because they were wondering why it wasn't working.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like, no, that happened with the DS. Like when I bought my first 3DS. Okay, so I bought the 3DS when it first came out, like back in March, and I didn't get my first 3DS game until December, which was Mario Kart 7. And when I bought it, the cashier told me, "This is at GameStop, by the way." They asked, "You know, this is a 3DS game, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" It's like, "Oh, because a lot of people have come into the store asking why this wouldn't fit into the DS." Like, and by DS, I mean the old DS. I'm just like, failfish. I mean, no, Nintendo doesn't do the best job of marketing. Didn't do the best job of marketing 3DS and Wii U as new systems. But come on, you'd think by then people would understand. Just thinking
like
how
when you had like a
NES.
It's like when you had the NES
parents,
and the SNES.
They're worried
like,
about the new iPads and stuff.
Speaking of Apple products, I'm sorry.
No, we're gonna down this road. Okay, go on.
Oh, I was just saying like NES, SNES, like you wouldn't get those confused, but DS, 3DS, and then new 3DS.
Well, that's that. They said that's not going to be like a new. It's not going to be a next gen console. It's just going to be a better 3DS. But I really to me, it seems like it's going to be a new system.
The new 3DS is literally just going to be the old 3DS console, but with removable plates that you can customize with.
And
that's literally it.
Better processing power.
Yeah, that too. But other than that, it's better. It's just going to be a better. Maybe the same thing, but a little bit better.
I need a target.
Go on.
I think they could go on more of that and create a new console. Like, GBA, DS, the old DS, were only like 3 or 4 years between each other, so.
I think the next console should come out around, I don't know, around sometime after Pokemon X, after Pokemon Z version, or X2 and Y2 or whatever's going to come out next. I think the next.
It would be about time.
Yeah, Nintendo's notorious for making Pokemon games near the end of the console's lifetime.
Black and
I
white.
can't cast that yet.
Black and white, shaking my head.
Yeah. The whole 5th generation for me was a little bit mellow. I didn't like it that much.
I did not like Black and White. I will say that now. And Black and White 2 I like. Black and White, their post game was awful. It was just they split up teams.
Hey guys, that was Black and White's post game.
There was
just do a thing.
There's literally.
Oh, and everyone is 10 levels higher than the Elite Four. Then there's no way to get up to them besides grinding in the wild, that low Pokemon. Palefish.
Don't even get me started on X version and X and Y's post game. There's nothing to do. Okay, let me go ahead and count all the things on one hand what there is to do. Battle Mazion, Zygarde, Mewtwo, and Legendary Bird. Oh, and Prince Safari. That's 5 things. That is it. There's nothing else you can do.
In Black and White,
Y.
you go through 3 new cities, but there's no new story. And everyone has super high level Pokemon for no reason.
Yeah, it's like over here.
No, I think X game is better because the Battle Nation actually had a lot of options, as opposed to the Battle Subway, which was limited. And in order to go on the Super City, you had to go 21 battles consecutively. Battle between 7 battles. Like, you were done. Battle Subway was even worse than the Battle Tower, in my opinion. Well, besides, like, just having to go through 21 of these battles to go to the hard battles again. That was kind of stupid.
The one main thing about the Battle Tower back before that got to me was there was 2 things. Number one, how easy it was to just hack a Pokemon. Like, there was no security on their system at all. That people can literally just hack Wonder Tubes out the wazoo and win. The second thing is that when they win, people that have not edited their messages that display whenever you win a battle say, "I win, easy." Like, it makes me feel terrible.
Oh, you're talking about like on the Wi-Fi battle tower where people would use banned mods?
That,
you get away with it?
Yeah, not only that, but the messages that they use makes it sound like it just kind of rubs it in your face with that loss. Like, it's just like the very the generic
too, but like Did people got away with that? I mean, I didn't even watch the tower that much. I didn't realize that was a thing, though.
The Wi-Fi tower...
The diamond version, and of course I had to go get the scissor with bullet punch, and the diamond version, the scissor came with bullet punch. That's why I didn't use it.
Yeah, but the thing was...
I need to target something first.
Yeah.
The
Battle
diamond version
towers...
let maybe go get stuff that was legal in this game.
I never
But
understood
no, bullet punch scissor, and
why...
that killed me.
Yeah, I don't understand why it is like in the Battle Tower in Gen 4, all Pokemon are so damn overpowered. Like you will, I know EV training and IV training, all that make your Pokemon stronger, but damn, one Infernape with close combat or one Garchomp with Dragon Rush swept my entire team, notwithstanding resistances or statistics at all. It was just like one Dragon Rush and your Pokemon's dead. I never understood why. It was like, how is this possible?
No, I should go to the Battle Tower as well. And then the part that made me mad is when I went to the Battle Tower, when I went to Battle Mason single battles in X and Y, I went through all 50 battles, did not lose once. And my Pokemon weren't that great either. All I used was a freaky weird Dragonite, Mega Pinsir, and an Aegislash without Keen Shield. And not to mention, my Pokemon did not. My Aegislash had no perfect IV besides HP. My Dragonite only had 2 perfect IVs, and my Pinsir wasn't perfect either. It only had 4 IVs. I didn't even use perfect IV Pokemon. They were just EV trade properly. That was it. That's all I did with them. And I won.
Right?
Yeah, Battle Mason. I just won all 50 battles in Super Singles without losing once. I didn't have to start over at all.
Yeah, have you tried doing any of the
And
online?
I was like, wait, how come this was so easy? I tried when I did some Diamond and Pearl, I couldn't even get close to battling Palmer at the 49th battle.
Yeah,
I think the best record I ever got was like 38, and I don't even know how I got that far.
The broken part of X and Y is Battle Institutes. Oh my god. Battle Institute.
Oh, I've only tried that once.
It cheats. I swear it does.
Like hacks?
Like, it will hack in order to win. It cheats.
Dude, Platinum. One word, Platinum. Platinum is my favorite game of all time until I realized how hackserous that game was. Okay, so my friend told me that all the Elite Four members, they have a nature. Okay, so you know how most natures reduce one nature by 10% and raise one by 10%?
Yeah.
Okay, every one of the Elite Four Pokemon, nature that raise HP by 10%, attack by raise by 10%, raise defense by 10%, raise special attack by 10%, raise special defense by 10%, and raise speed by 10%. And get got hacks. They have hacked natures that raise all the time by 10% instead of raise one by 10% and lower one by 10%. That's a thing. So if you thought Platinum Pokemon League was easier than Diamond and Pearl because they were lower levels, think again. Like they have hacked natures, and they will hack you, and they will beat you to death. I did find Elite Four that I reset on Cynthia so many times. Even though my Pokemon were trained up, I was prepared for the Diamond Pokemon League where they were super high levels, and then they weren't super high levels. And I was like, even though Cynthia, like 63, when I was getting hacked to death, even though her Garchomp had Flamethrower, which Garchomp should never have Flamethrower. Anyways, I'm raging. But no, Platinum, like I did not play Battlefield 2 and Platinum much. I played it with Heart Gold because Heart Gold was a lot less hacksy than Platinum.
Yeah, I think everyone can unanimously agree that the Platinum Elite Four was probably the most difficult Elite Four to beat in the entire series.
Platinum in-game is harder than Black 2 Challenge Mode. I played Black 2 Challenge Mode from the very beginning, from right after the second gym leader, and I had no issues. But Platinum version, no, that was hard. That was really hard. I reset Cynthia probably 4 times.
It took me, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lay down the law here with everybody's. It took me too long to beat the Elite Four. You know how long it took me to beat the Elite Four in Silver version when I was 7? Like between ages 7 to I think 11 years old. You know how long it took me?
Dude, I got this biggest screen in my face. It reminds me of the first time I ever Pokemon League of any Pokemon game ever. But it Yeah, you know what? It's probably that story for another time because it's gonna take a while. I'm kind of
Silver Elite 4 was easy for me because
I don't have a target.
I don't know what happened, but when I got the game, there was an event going on, so I got a shiny Suicune at the start of the game.
Wait, that is just back. Wait, are you talking about Soul Silver or
Soul
regular
Silver. Soul Silver.
Oh, I was about to say, but that's only that was only like level 30.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sheer cold allowed me to get more things.
Cold.
Especially
Sheer
lands.
cold.
YOLO cold.
Dude, wow.
I remember almost all of my Pokemon were fainted around the time I got to
I
lands.
need a target.
Suicune was the one who came out. I used all of the
My mana is nearly gone.
It was a massacre.
Oh, the irony about that is that, okay, it took me literally 3 years to beat the Silver version from start to finish. It took me 3 years to beat Silver version before I beat Lance. I could not beat Lance at all. But you know what? Being that I did not really know all the type matchups. It wasn't until I really looked on the internet about this stuff that I figured out about ice. And it was only by a saving grace when had 3 HP left, using Ice Beam on Lance's Aerodactyl, finally, after 3 years. So, praise Water Doge, everybody.
Praise Water Doge.
No, it's not as good as mine. Beginning of the best Pokemon. This is school version, by the way. There's a girl that in my favorite city who wants a Dragonair for a Rhydon. And I'm like, okay, I want Rhydon. Because Rhydon's hard to get, so I'm gonna go get a key from the Pokemon Center. I mean, no, not the Pokemon Center. Over in my game corner. And then if all that Dragonair, 30 and trade that away. Anyways, it was a Genie, and I took it to a rig. So, like I was saying, I got a Genie, I traded it up, and I was like, keep in mind at this point, I already had agent match, all I had to do was go to the Pokemon League. I think I already got to the Pokemon League, I just hadn't started it. Like, I got through the Victory Road and everything. So I was like, I want to ride on. So, I'm gonna do Genie, the Dragonair. So I did that, and... Anyways, I ended up with Genie. I can't remember. This stuff probably took about 2 weeks because this is back in the day when my mother only let me play like an hour a day of video games.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, I changed it up. You know what? I kind of like that. I don't know if I want to change it, but and I was kind of like, I don't like this. I don't attach to it because for some reason I was like, I really like this guy that I had. So I decided to change it up a little bit more. And then around this time it was level 50. I said no. I save the game. I make him pull the dire hit, thinking it looks like a scope lens where you get a high crit ratio, which it doesn't. Right. You have to use it first. I kept trying to battle blitz over and over again until I won and got a bunch of crits. And of course that wasn't working. Got the first Pokemon. Like after like every 20 hours, I figured out, oh, I have a random item in my pouch that I can use because I didn't really use items ever. I was really bad at Pokemon back then. But okay, I'll use this antidote to get rid of Dragonite's poison. Then later I was like, okay, I have an extra potion. I'll use it on Dragonite. And I was like, oh, I have a revive. I'll use that on Meganium. And then I was like, oh, I have more heal now. I can fully heal Dragonite, but not Meganium. So finally, we ended up going Meganium, I think poison powder or something. I don't remember. Meganium killed the first Pokemon and a half. Then Dragonite would have to do the rest of the team. It was like level 60 or something, but I still couldn't do it because it was on low health. Or not low health, just not full health. And I was holding a dire hit thinking it would do critical ratio. No joke, I was at probably at least 70 times trying to win. And then I ended up doing it because I kept getting critical hits. And I was like, Dragonite, please forgive me. You were my new favorite Pokemon. And that's the story of Dragonite. You know what's sad? Dragonite is my favorite Pokemon anymore. It's longer. Because it's longer. But when I went to, this is an Anna story. When I got to Heart Gold version, before I went to Red, I went to the Pokemon League again. Pokemon League, second time around, is a lot easier than Red. What happens is the first 4 Elite Four are easy, but then Lance all of a sudden his Pokemon are 10 levels higher than the rest of the Elite Four. So I was unprepared. He's like level 75 there, and level 80 down into Arcaria, something like that. And what I ended up doing was Yawning with my level 65 Togekiss, so the Garchomp would take it out with Outrage. Then I had my Dragonite Dragonates 3 times, while Garchomp was asleep. Then like the third time to use it, I was debating whether or not I wanted to use it because I'm like, oh, Garchomp might wake up. He woke up, but then he turns off confused from Outrage, which he usually never does. My Dragon Rush, he sends out Big Gyarados, Dragon Rush, dead. Sends in Salamence, Dragon Rush, dead. Sends in Altaria, I'm like, oh, I can't keep doing this, Dragon Rush is gonna miss. But I use Dragon Rush anyways, dead. Sends in level 75 Dragonite. My Dragonite is level 60. Dragon Rush, dead. And then he gets to Charizard, his final Pokemon. And I told myself, I'm not gonna keep hitting, so I'll no, I think it's Charizard would end up outspeeding me somehow. Yeah, Charizard, I was gonna use Aqua Tail, but Charizard ended up outspeeding me for some crazy reason. Critical hit, Air Slash.
Ouch. I
almost swept this entire team with a level 60 Dragonite. I was so crushed. I was so mad. I'm like, this is bullcrap. I almost want to reset and do this again and try to record this. But then I had a gold and I just racked Charizard with Rock Dash or something. But I was, But yeah, me and my Dragonite, we have good memories.
My answer to the entirety of the Elite Four of Johto is just, I'm gonna go over here to my Pokewalker, I'm gonna go get a Duskull, and I'm gonna make it a Dusk Nowhere, and I'm gonna get it up to level 60, and I'm just gonna use Shadow Punch on all of them.
Is that actually what you did?
Well, a lot of Johto's Pokemon of the Elite Four involve using Special, with the exception of Bruno, almost all of their attacks are Special. And Dusknoir is a really, really, really good special wall, and it's a pure ghost type, so it's also a big boost there as well. And plus, it can learn Ice Punch, so Ice Punch on all over Lance, and Shadow Punch on everyone else, and Psychic all over Koga and Bruno. Basically, Dusknoir is just a big bag of kills. I mean, you got.
It's sad how Duskox is used more often because of the Eviolite. That's going to be a huge thing in the next video game championship tournaments by the Pokemon companies. Duskox is going to be everywhere because it's going to be this massive wall.
Dude.
And support Pokemon.
Dude, Doublade with an Evolite. Like, I know that
Ooh,
Aegis
I
Slash...
have not gone against that, but I know it's good because it's a drastically different Pokemon than Aegis Slash. It also gets no guard.
Yes.
Although it doesn't really get any advantage of it.
Yes. Is the no OKO clause in effect for official Pokemon tournaments, or can you use OKO moves?
The only thing the ban list in VDC is dumb. The only ban list is, well, none of the same items, first of all, the item clause, and no Xerneas, Eventful, or Zygarde from Mewtwo. Even though Zygarde
I don't have a target.
overpowered with Mega Kangaskhan and Mega Mawile.
So basically,
Zygarde is freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Spago, I think. Zygarde is freaking overpowered.
Basically, no Uber Legends can be. That's it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Zygarde is not Uber. It's not. Because it's way less powerful than Xerneas and Eventful. Xerneas would wreck everything for sure. Mewtwo would wreck everything because Mega Mewtwo has stats. Eventful has Oblivion Link. That wrecks too. Zygarde doesn't really have anything. It's just a general.
Yeah, I think
it's not even as good. It's a Dragon Ground type. It's not even as good as Starshark.
Yeah, I think it's basically.
I'm the girl the ESRB warned you
it's
about.
The same category as Xerneas and Yveltal in terms of like Pokemon lore, and they don't want to get special treatment or something, or maybe like in the version you'll get some kind of big buff or something. I don't know.
The thing is, Pokemon Company saw that 75% of teams were using Mega Kangaskhan, and they did nothing about it. They say, "Oh, it's used with fusion on. Maybe it's good." They said maybe it's too good. It's like, "Oh, it's used a lot." I didn't know people like Kangaskhan a lot. But yeah,
you know,
just like Kangaskhan a while just broke the entire VGC tier, and people kept using it. And then and that's probably why there aren't as many people, just because the Pokemon Company, there aren't as many people who play.
I need to target something first.
Is so bad with the rules. At one point, in Black and White 2, online, they banned Dark Void Spherical.
I need a target.
Then they lifted that ban when it came to X and Y, and then Dark Void Spherical was everywhere, and it frustrated the heck out of everyone.
Do you know the strategy I plan on using in competitive play here? What I'm gonna do.
Please don't tell me it's Parasong.
No,
or
it's not
Fear.
It's not Parasong, and it's not Fear.
Good, because I went against that one time. I went 5-3 at this one tournament, which for the record, going 5-3 at a BDC tournament is freaking hard to do. And I lost to the guy who went 3-5 for the Parasong game. Even though I was prepared for it, I beat Parasong in the longest time, and there's like. After that battle, I was like, no, I hate Parasong for that.
Parasong is just getting rid of
The reason
a
Sloggo and Man, there you go.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna jump in real quick. I gotta go to bed. It was interesting. I had a feeling it was pretty much gonna go the way it went. I thought you guys would probably just want to say a lot of stuff. But I enjoyed that. Something weird happened to the Say. I think I have an echo. No, whatever. I have my monitor on. Something weird happened to the Say command. I think it's because we have like a friendly person selected or something. I don't know enough about this game, but it started kind of bugging out. It like randomly works and doesn't work. I don't know, but I'm gonna go to bed. This was a fun little science experiment. Very educational. Now we know what TPP would do if it were put at the helm of World of Warcraft. More or less.
Huh? I was wondering what was happening.
I can't watch the stream right now, so.
Alright, good night, guys.
Night.
Good night, creator.
Will the TVP server still be up if we're still talking about stuff? Want to still talk about it? I must have left already.
Eh.
Probably gonna go to bed soon.